I've spent the morning wet sanding all the primed parts. There's more than there is here. All the ones in the garage got done and the frame. It's taken a good morning to do as well. These parts have been degreased and they're going to get painted in 2-pack black, which I'm going to get geared up for in a minute. But yeah, it's taken a bit of work to get to this stage, so hopefully I won't balls it up now. Okay, being a bit of an idiot, I painted all the parts and I forgot to set the camera running, so we got zero footage of this. It sort of came out okay. This is the worst piece. I managed to get a run in it. I think I added a bit too much thinners, and you can just see the run there and the sheen. But as far as I'm aware, that's the only run I've got. Everything else is okay, although the second coat I managed to orange peel a couple of the parts, so maybe not laying it down wet enough. But I was worried about runs, as the piece I just described. And all the other black pieces in here, they've all had 2 coats. Not too shabby, to be honest. Again, the lighting in here is not great. I can't really reach the light switch because everything's still tacky and I don't want to get my hair stuck in it. But yeah, a little bit orange peely in places. But for a, I was going to say first attempt, for a second attempt at direct gloss, it's not too bad. It's amateurish. Again, we've got the number plate holder back there, a couple of coats, and the other half of the airbox over there, a couple of coats. That's actually looking probably the nicest part I did. Yeah, just a few bits, get me warmed up, but I think we're going to have rain for the next couple of days. I don't have time to set up for the colour parts today, as it's nearly 4 o'clock. And it would be dark halfway through the job, plus I'm knackered. It takes a lot of concentration when you're not used to these things. You can see the pitting still in the in this piece. All that is an orange peel. It's where the rust was. I should have used a 2-pack filler on it, but I'm pushing this along. This is not a precious bike, it's just a bit of fun and a good way to learn your mistakes on, I think. Yeah, so there we go, black part's done. I don't suppose I'll get around to painting now until at least the weekend, but there's plenty of other jobs to do. Never taken tyres off before, so this will be a first for me, so please don't laugh at my struggles. Okay, so rain stopped play for a little while. It's still drizzling, but I had to make my own tyre removal tool. That was hard work. I had to make a tool which was, if I'm being polite, okay. If I'm being honest, pretty rubbish. But never mind, you try these things. The tyres were welded on there, very tight on the beads, and I have zero tyre removal experience. Luckily for me, the rims are being changed for new ones, as are the spokes. A job I'm not going to be doing myself. I've got a guy who does that sort of thing, so I think I'll hand that over to someone who knows what they're doing, and at least we'll know the wheels are true. But the job is, whilst I'm waiting for the rims to arrive, is to just strip down the rear hub and get all the sprocket and stuff off it, so that it's ready to go and be done. What's happening, by the way, with the rims is that I'm getting the hubs back once the rim's been stripped off the hubs. I'm getting the hubs back to clean them up. Then I'm taking the hubs back to have the spokes and the rim refitted. The rear sprocket seems to be attached to using these 4 bolts, and there are locking tabs on here. So the first thing I have to do is prise these locking tabs away from the nuts. I know you're not supposed to reuse these tabs, but I have a feeling we're going to be, unless of course I unmuller them. We have a circlip. We had a circlip. One sprocket. Needs a good clean. These are all angled facing inwards. I don't know why that is. Is that relevant to the sprocket? Yes, it is. It's relevant to the cutouts in the sprocket. They have flat faces on, and the flat faces in towards the hub. Okay. That's all part of one casting. There are bushes in here, which I presume are cush drive bushes. Do we need to take those out? Do they come out? Not easily. Wonder how they're designed to come out. Let's leave them there, shall we? Give them the mileage of the bike. We'll change them if there's an issue with them, but I don't really want to be doing battle with those. I have no idea how you get those out. It's not like you can set fire to them because the aluminium would be too... You can't get a hacksaw blade in to cut them out. Curious. I think the wheel bearings might be seized as well. Oh, that feels notchy. Okay, so we can add a set of wheel bearings to this. Yeah, that feels horrible. Horrible, horrible. Okay.